In this battle, we are taking on Soda Man L, and I want to shout him out for his bravery here. He was another person willing to step up, and this footage was actually recorded like a week ago, but unfortunately because of school, I gotten so busy I could only upload it now on the weekend. But anyways, at the time, the only change I had made to my team was Toxapex replacing Rotom Wash, because I figured that Rotom Wash really didn't seem to be normal in this game. It seemed like it was bugged, so I figured, I need to replace it, and I want to run a bulky water in my team, so I figured Toxapex would be the man for the job, because it has Regenerator and Haze, and I need that type of coverage, especially in the Pokemon Brick Bronze meta. So I figured it would make a good use of that team slot, although I might replace it sooner or later, because I always use it. I don't really enjoy using good Pokemon too much, because I feel like when you use harder Pokemon like Chandelure, it makes the game a lot more challenging, but therefore more fun, because you're relying on more skill rather than bulk to actually take out the opposition. So if that makes sense. So that's what I was doing. But anyways, we start off as Chandelure, and I actually was expecting him to go for a T-Wave, so I went for Substitute, but then he went for Confuse Ray, which also worked in my favor. So I don't know if he understood how Substitute worked or not, but he proceeded to keep going for the Confuse Ray, giving me the opportunity to get off another Calm Mind. And at this point, once Chandelure gets to +2, really not many Pokemon in this game can actually stand up to it. And even Chansey, Chansey is not gonna save you from Chandelure, because I have Substitute and I got the Ghost typing. So unless you're running like Flamethrower or some random coverage move Chansey gets, you're even with that, I don't think you're stopping Chandelure. So this thing does become unstoppable after a certain extent if you're not careful. So you need to make sure you're careful, unless you have really good revenge killers, but in most cases not all teams do have that available. So anyways, he goes into Mightyena, but even with the dark type resist, is not going to take a Chandelure +2 Shadow Ball at all. It's one-shotted, it's out of here. So now he has to figure out who's going to get sacrificed next, because at least if he makes a sacrifice and can break the Substitute, then something can finish off Chandelure. So he has to figure out who's going to be the man for the job. So he goes into Shedinja, and in some cases this could actually be a decent check, because if you're running Focus Sash, you can go for Shadow Sneak, take out the Substitute, and then you can maybe go for another Shadow Sneak and just do some good damage before the Shedinja goes down itself. But unfortunately that was dispatched because it was outsped and didn't have a Focus Sash. So I'm guessing this is not really a competitive team. So he goes into Altaria, which is fine. I went for the Shadow Ball in case it was a Mega and got that additional bulk, but that's also, it's not really going to take a hit quite well from a +2 Chandelure. His next Pokemon is Absol, and I figured this is probably his Mega, because he didn't Mega the Altaria, neither did he Mega the Ampharos. So you want to run a Mega on both teams, so this would have to be the one. And with this you could use Sucker Punch and Night Slash if need be to actually revenge kill Chandelure, but that's more on a competitive Absol. But unfortunately this game runs on the Gen-6 mechanic, where your Mega Evolution speed is not accounted for on the turn that you Mega Evolve. So he only gets his base 115 speed the next turn, so he's sticking with whatever Absol has normally, which I think is 70 or 80, which meant that I was able to outspeed him and KO him before he could even get past the Substitute. So then he goes into Skeledirge, which too is one-shotted from Shadow Ball, and there's no way it's going to be able to tank super effective move. Nothing probably can do that in this game, I don't think. Maybe there are some Pokemon, but they're probably very niche. Goes into Ampharos. At this point there's no hope for him left, because even if he does manage to attack, there's always a Substitute, and I have 100% accuracy moves. So that was DG. There goes his Ampharos, and yeah, that was a good battle.